Hi there, my name is Sylvia Duckworth. I'm going to take you through a quick run through on how to use the app called Sketchbook Autodesk for drawing and sketchnoting on a Chromebook, a touchscreen Chromebook. But before I get into the specifics on how to use this app, I do want to draw your attention to the stylus that I like to use. The stylus was given to me for free at a conference and I love it. It's made by a company called Stadler. It's German, but you can order them online. If you take a look at the URL at the top, www.stadler.us/en/Norris Digital Chromebook, you can order your styluses there. I have not found them on Amazon. This one in particular I couldn't find. Pay attention, it's a Norris Digital for Chromebook stylus you're looking for. I saw on their website there's an option to buy a class set as well. I did not see a price, but there's a form that you can fill out if you're interested in getting more information. I've experimented with lots of styluses for the touchscreen Chromebook, and this one is by far superior than anything else I've seen. Okay, now let's talk about the app itself. When first of all, you find the app in the Google Play Store, and once you download it, it will ask you to create an account, but the good news is that you only have to create the account once. So that once you use your Google login for your Chromebook and you open up this app, you do not have to log in again. It'll automatically go to your account that you've already created with Autodesk Sketchbook. So I'm going to go ahead and launch the app, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a grid on the background because I like to have a grid to draw on top of to give me some perspective of when I'm zooming in and zooming out. It gives me straight lines if I'm drawing text on it as well. All the tools, the drawing tools are on the left. The tool I like to draw with when I'm sketchnoting is the fourth one from the bottom. But what I'm looking for now is a tool to give me a grid. So I'm going to tap on that icon. And if you scroll down, you'll see lots of different pens in the library. And what I'm going for is the halftone pen, and the grid pen is right here. Now I'm going to go over to my colors because I want a gray color. You're going to have a bunch of colors in a palette that are already loaded for you. But you can customize colors as well by playing with the wheel. And then you can just drag a new color that you made and drag it right into the palette, just like this, drag it into the palette. Now there's a bit of a glitch. When I started using this app, there were some empty boxes for custom colors that I was able to fill. But these boxes at the bottom, they look like they're empty, but I'm not allowed to actually fill those with anything. It just bounces right back out again. So if I want to save a custom color, I'm going to have to actually replace it with one of the colors that are already in the grid, already in the palette. So I'm hoping that's a glitch that they can fix down the line, or maybe even give us more boxes to create more custom colors. But I'm going to go with the gray color for my grid. And then with my finger, I'm just going to go over the whole screen. And you can see it's really, really light. That's the way I like my grids, to be really light. I've changed the opacity to make it like that. Over here, there's a handle that changes the opacity, whatever tools you're drawing with, and I put it on really low. I've also changed, you can change the thickness of your drawing tool. It's got it at the very, very highest thickness. If that grid is too small for you and you want a bigger grid, what you have to do is you have to go over here to the transform tool. If you tap that, now you can zoom in with your two fingers, a reverse pinch, and make the grid larger. If you like a larger grid, then you go done. So now I've got my grid background. I'm going to add a layer now because I want to draw on top of the layer, on top of the grid. I don't want to draw right on the grid itself. So I'm going to add a layer over here. Then I'm going to change the color to black, is what I use to sketchnote with. Over on the pens, I'm going to go to the fourth pen from the top, which is the one I like. And then I can draw right on top, right here, just like that. So you notice I'm on top of the grid. I can hide the grid now. If I go down to the first layer, I can hit the eye icon and the grid will disappear. So that's what I like about this app as well. All right, so I've got a shape there. I want to fill it in with a color. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to change the color to maybe a green or an orange. And then I'm going to go up here where the paint can is. and I'm just going to hit that, and I'm going to tap in the center to fill that whole thing in. This handle here will change the intensity of the color. So once you finish the tool at the top, you have to uncheck it, unclick it to get rid of it. The other thing you can do is this tool over here is called the transform tool. If I were to hit that tool, now I can change the object to put it somewhere else on the canvas. I can squeeze in to make it smaller. I can squeeze out to make it larger, and then I hit done. Now if I had two things on my screen, say I had a circle and I had a triangle, I'm going to again hit the paint can and just fill it in like that. Now maybe I just want to isolate the triangle and make that larger or smaller. So I'm going to hit the tool here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4th from the left, and it defaults to the lasso tool. I'm going to lasso that, and now I can hit the transform tool, and I can squeeze in to make it smaller, squeeze out to make it larger, and I can place it anywhere I want on the canvas. And I'm going to hit done. So those are the really important tools I wanted to show you. Let's just go over some other ones at the top. You've got at the very top left-hand corner, if you hit that, that gives you a chance to create a new sketch or to share your sketches. A word of warning, it's not easy to share sketches. When you hit the share button, it's going to ask you to save it. It's going to actually save in your downloads on your Chromebook. So then if you want to share it, you have to get to your downloads to be able to share it in any platform you want to share it with. Now this is on the top left-hand corner. Now this is an undo button next to that. So it's the second from the left. That's the undo button. That's the redo button. Say you undid something when you go, oh, actually I do want it, and you want it back. So you hit that button. And this button is the selector tool I already showed you. That's when you use the lasso tool to move things around. That is, this button here allows you to move things. This is the paint can tool, the ruler to draw straight lines. This is a symmetry tool, and this is a cool tool. This is to draw straight lines and shapes. So if you were to use that, you can draw a straight line. If you if you hit the oval or the shape button, that'll give you a nice circle. And here's a square or a rectangle button. This tool is the predictive stroke tool I haven't used. This image, if you were to hit that button, it'll take you to your downloads. You can upload an image in your downloads. If you were to hit the camera icon, just to the right of that, it'll take you to the Chromebook camera. You can take a picture of yourself. And I have not experimented with the other tools. I'm just going to hit done. And then going across the top, if you hit the T, that gives you text. So you can type something in on your keyboard, and that'll come out as text. I have not experimented with the other ones here. Let's just go done. If you hit the video camera option here, that's a time lapse. So it will record everything you're doing as a drawing, and then it can replay for you really, really fast. It does not record voice, by the way. And then the very last tool on the very right will give you the full screen without the tools. So if you want to get rid of the tools, you just want to maximize your drawing screen. When you're done your drawing, again, you can hit the button on the very left to share it or a new sketch, or you can hit escape on your keyboard, and that's another way for you to escape. So if you hit the escape button, then you can hit exit or save and exit. And that is the end of my tutorial. I hope I covered everything. I'm sure there are things I did not cover. I know what I didn't cover. Over here on the layers, if you were to tap on the layer, you'll see the options. You can copy the layer, you can cut the layer, you can duplicate it, you can clear it, you can merge the layers, you can merge all the layers, you can delete the layer. So there's a bunch of other options you can do as well. You can change the opacity of the layer also. But I believe that is the end of my tutorial. So have fun sketchnoting on your touchscreen Chromebook. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me at sduckworth100@gmail.com. Thanks for watching.